What's up guys, Gaming Gambino here, and in this video it's going to be, I believe it's going to be a Freight Search and Destroy game. I'm not really sure how good I do, but I wouldn't be doing bad in posting it, so you guys can get that. In this video what I want to talk about is the Season 3 Call of Duty MLG League that started about, I want to say about Monday, so today would be Sunday. Yeah, it's probably starting around Monday. So, what I want to talk about is my predictions for what the final standings of the Season 3 League are going to be. I'll go through each team 12 to 1, starting at 12, ending with the number 1 team in my opinion. And that's basically how it's going to go. Alright, so number 12, I have the brand new team, the pickup team made by Blevdog, and that's Radius Gaming, or Radius COD, whatever they call themselves. And their team consists of Classic from FaZe Red, Saint, who has had a rough span. He played on Rise and then was kicked off of Rise, so after they got into Season 3. It's also Slacked and Huddle from Vex. Both of Slacked and Huddle are both from Vex. And then off of the draft, they got Spacely, who I haven't seen them play yet. I've been on vacation. Like, if you guys follow me on Twitter, I finally got back on the grind, started posting videos again, and I haven't seen anybody play yet. And I believe that Spacely has started to start on Radius. So the number 11 team now is Elevate White. They're basically a pickup, not really a pickup team. They've been around for a while, but they picked up some good guys, and they had a good run. MLG Anaheim barely making it in. I think they got second or third. They got third, and so their team consists of Gucci, who a couple years ago played on Justice. They also have Chino, who played for Curse for a little bit. Mad Cat, the European player who moved over to Canada so he could play in the North American leagues, and then Nifty. And then they also got Miyagi, Pluto, Jump, and Slasher, which I believe that their substitute lineup might be even better than their starting lineup. But they're not really good as a team. They haven't been playing that well, what I've seen out of them. So let's move on from that. Number 10 team, in my opinion, is going to be Justice. Justice is, I don't know. I don't even know what to say about them. Basically what happened is they got kicked out of the league last year after they finished bottom 4. Or I think it was bottom 2 that got kicked out last year. But they didn't make it back in, and they barely made it in. They got 4th place at the MLG Open bracket. So their team consists of Twiz, BL Fire, Doubt, and Sin, who all played together last year. And it surprises me that they didn't make any roster changes. And then their lineup that they got from the draft wasn't very strong either. They got Modi and Thing 2, which, whatever. So let's move on from that. The number 9 team, this one might surprise you guys, but I have it going to Curse. Curse is the last team to be kicked out, in my opinion, this year. Their team consists of Tipsy, Enable, Mochilla, and Burnsoff. That's the exact same team they had last year. And they also picked up Croster from the draft, which I don't have high hopes for this team. I don't really know why, but it was between them and the number 8 team, which you'll see in a little bit, to go either 8th or 9th. And there's just way too many good teams this year. So the number 8 team, let's talk about that one real fast. Number 8 team, in my opinion, my favorite team, Team Caliber, which is probably why they're at 8th and not 9th. But TK has their original lineup from when Team Caliber first started up, and that's Sharp and Goonjar, who have been on the main team, and then Neslo, who's coming back from Justice, and as well, who I believe he came back last. Yeah, he came back last year, but they dropped Apathy and they picked back up Theory from FaZe Red, and then they got Mud Dog from the draft. This team is a really good team. They have hard times in Ghost with their connection and all that, but they do good on LAN, and I think they'll stick together. I think they'll stick together whenever Advanced Warfare comes out, and I think they'll do good from there on. So let's talk about number 17 now. Number 7 was hard for me to come up with, but I have it going to Team Envious. Envy's been on a bad streak of players lately, and for some reason they dropped Study and who is the other guy? Study and oh, they dropped Parasite, whatever. So their starters consist of Merc, Nameless, both who played on Envy last year, as well as Formal from FaZe Black and JCap from FaZe Red. JCap actually played on Envy a couple years back. And then they also got Methods, Cole Chance, Snipe Down, and Perplexed from the draft, which in my opinion that's the best draft out of anybody. I don't know why, I just like that team. But this team hasn't really been playing together well, and I'm not really sure what to say about it. Alright, so let's move on. Let's go to number 6 team. Number 6 is a new coming team. Not really new coming, they almost made it last year, but they did make it this year, and that is Wheats, Pac-Man, Looney, and Attach from Rise. I forgot to say that it was Rise Nation. But, so Wheats, Pac-Man, and Looney all have been playing on Rise. They've all been playing together for a long time now. And Attach is coming over from Curse Orange, who got kicked out last year, and it ultimately disbanded after they got kicked out of the league. And they also got TJ Haley, Cosmo Accuracy, and Shilez from the draft. And this team, I think they're really good. I like Wheats a lot, but I think they're going to fall off towards the end of the year. Right now they're 4-0 as of July 20th, 2014. So, alright. So the number 5 team was sort of a toss-up. That the top 5 teams, in my opinion, could all take the number 1 spot at any time. So the number 5 team, I have Team FaZe, or FaZe Pro, whatever they call themselves. And that consists of Censor and Dito, who played on FaZe Black last year, as well as Apathy from TK, and Parasite from Envious. So, not sure what to say about this team. So, Censor, Dito, and Apathy played together on Strictly Business, and that team, as you guys might remember, disbanded. Not disbanded, but they went their separate directions after they won the US Champs last year. And so far, Strictly Business hasn't come up again. So, alright, let's move on. Number 4, man, I'm probably going over time here, so the video might end now, but my voice is still going to keep going. So, number 4, I have Optic Gaming. Optic Gaming, I believe this is their last year playing together. Last year that Nade Shot will be on the team. He's contemplating quitting. So the starters for that team is Nade Shot, Scumpy, Proofy, and Clayster, all the same team from last year. And they got, I want to say they got first at X Games, and then maybe second place at Anaheim, I want to say. But I'm not 100% positive about that. Don't take me about that. So, I believe that Nade Shot and I don't know who else is going to leave, but I believe that Nade Shot will leave, and maybe even Scumpy leaving. I'm not sure. So let's move on. I got 3 more teams left and going over a while. So let's go to the 3rd place team, and we're going to go Denial. So Denial is not really a put together team, but this team has a fire, and they all want to prove themselves that they are better than what people think they are. They got Zuma, who is an underrated player and hasn't really gotten enough credit for leading Denial all the way from Erupt Gaming and then going to Denial, and now he's still here and he's leading this team as the captain. So it consists of Saints from FaZe Black, Study from Envious, and Replays from FaZe Red. All three of those players want to show everybody that they are better than what they're put out to be. Study was released for no reason. He's one of the best players in the game, in my opinion, and he got released from Envious. I don't even know what the reason was. And then Saints wants to prove his old Strictly Business buddies that he can still win and he's still on top. And then Replays wants to show FaZe that he doesn't deserve to be kicked off FaZe. So I believe that they are going to get third place. So second place, it's first and second place, sort of a toss-up here. This sort of brings me back to 2013 MLG Anaheim when it was Complexity versus Impact, and this is basically the two rosters. So number 2 team I have going to Optic Nation. Optic Nation consists of Miracles, Killa, Ricky, and Imbos. This is the exact same team they had last year. And they also got Fazerp and Trojan and Rizma from the draft. This team, if you guys remember right, Miracles and Killa were playing with Parasite and I'm not sure who else, but they were playing together on Impact for MLG Anaheim, and they didn't win it. So now they're back, and I think they'll come in second place once again to their old rivals, I guess you can say. So this team is really good. I haven't given them enough credit. They're a bunch of seasoned veterans that are still on their grind right now. So number 1 team, this probably won't surprise you, and it doesn't surprise me, but I have it going to Team Evil Geniuses. That's right. So Evil Geniuses consist of Aches, TP, Crim6, and Karma. That's basically the God team. Right now they haven't gotten off to such a hot start, but I believe they will get back on their grind. Aches, TP, Crim6, and Karma have basically won everything for the past 2 years or so. They've been on the top. They've been the top team for a while now. And then they also picked up Fears from the draft. Fears played with Complexity and has played with Aches, TP, and Crim6 a lot since they started playing together. And I believe that they are going to get first place. Not really at the end of the season. Maybe at the end of the season, yeah. After the season's done, they'll get first place. I'm not sure about the whole bracket. Like, they'll play like a bracket to figure out like who's first, like a playoff bracket. So they'll do that, and I believe that the teams I just listed off 1 to 12 are going to be the best teams at the end of the season, not at the end of the playoff bracket. If you guys know what I'm saying with that, it's kind of confusing. It's confusing for me, and I'm talking about it. Alright, so I'm going to end the video here. Surprisingly, I went about almost 14 minutes now, and that's really surprising in my opinion. Did not want to do that. So, once again, this has been the Gaming Gambino. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share my video, do whatever you have to do. I'll see you guys later.